Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is a quick update from the Lyman Front. At the Lyman Front, the Ukrainians have launched a massive offensive after yesterday's quiet day. Or the day before's quiet day, they have launched a massive offensive in a massive pincer from this direction and towards this direction. I want to show you in details what it's going to be like. So first, there's reports of fighting from Shandryholove this way towards Liman, and then there was another attack from Dubrova towards Liman from the southern side. So this suggests that Dubrova is actually under Ukrainian control, and in the later and then there is also the same piece of around the same time there's a information saying that there's fighting reported at Korovii this way. And in the later information, there was a report saying that there's fighting reported in the northwest side of Liman, which means it's here. And in the latest information that I seen, reported from War Gonzo, they say that the Ukrainian forces is now approaching Liman to the rear positions of the Russian forces from the north, which means that the Ukrainian forces have pierced through in between Liman and Korovii, and then they actually push down. This is a massive encirclement of Liman, and they are actually doing not just a pincer but a multiple offensive surrounding Liman in the operational encirclement. The only way the Russian forces will be able to redraw will be, or to actually reinforce, will be this road. This is the only road that they have. The Russian forces have to reinforce this way, and they have to hold a position this, here, and here. So this is a ridiculously difficult situation for the Russian forces. And not just that, there is also information that the Ukrainian forces have reinforcement over at this side, where the reinforcement has arrived here, probably from the crossing around here. There's a river crossing here, there's a pontoon crossing here, and there's a reinforcement coming through here. So with the Russian forces all getting trapped here, any forces that's around here would have to redraw backwards to hold a better position, or they might risk getting cut off by the Ukrainian forces going this way. And if this force gets surrounded in this way, and they do a encirclement, the forces here will be entirely wiped out. So, and based on latest information, we can also confirm that the Yarova and Sevastopol has been captured by the Ukrainian forces, and there is reinforcement arriving on Yarova. MLRS and other forces, they are preparing to launch offensive further north of Liman, and their target is actually Starkiv. This is the target, and by the look of this, with this force trapping the Russian forces in the north of Liman, I believe that the force here would already be able to take Starkiv. And further north around of Oskil, the latest information suggests that Rubtsi and Lozove here has been captured by the Ukrainian forces, and the defenses around here seems to be rather sparse, and Ukrainian forces is now pushing towards Ridkodub and pushing towards Karpivka. The information from Rybash suggests that this was a pretty unexpected attack, and the armored columns was detected by aerial reconnaissance, and the Russian forces hold them around here. They are now currently fighting in the fields between Lozove and Karpivka. So the Russian forces is now holding a line around here. So around here, and reinforcement is trying to push out here. However, War Gonzo also reported that the Ukrainian forces has been spotted. Reconnaissance forces spotted at what is this location called? Korovii Iar. So at Korovii Iar, there is reconnaissance being spotted And this kind of spotting, the way how they describe it, sounds like, you know, it's not really spotted by Russian forces. It's more like maybe civilians or reporters, which means that the Ukrainians are also pushing down southward. They're actually pushing southward now at Yarova. So they are now at Yarova, and they're going to push southward, and they're probably going to go for Serechny and or Shandryholove. And which means that with the Yarova forces ready, they will be able to do another encirclement of the Russian forces over here, if there is even any Russian forces there, because I believe the Russian forces is holding only the line here, and they won't be expecting anything from the north. So things are looking extremely terrible over here at this Lyman Front, with the prime focus of the Ukrainian forces to capture this city of Lyman. And so for further information, please watch the next the summary, as I will go through in details all this information where we have more of the sources and all the details of the fighting. So anyway, this is just a quick update, and I can show you some of this to reinforcement. The 103rd Territorial Defense Brigade over here. Dibrova has been assessed to be captured because they are fighting from Dibrova towards Lyman. And this is information from the afternoon of September 22nd. And there is also another fighting from Shushrov. So you can see, if you zoom in enough, you'll be able to see Shushrov here. So there's another line attacking towards Lyman. Then there was information from Ryba quite late, is actually in the middle of the night in Ukraine, late at night, around maybe 10-11 p.m. or even midnight in Ukraine, where the Ukrainian armor group broke through the northwest of Lyman, which is actually around here, which probably resulted in the ability of the Ukrainians to push north and attack the rear of the Russian forces from the north, which now, you know, there's almost an encirclement now. It's already pretty much tactical encirclement already. And there's another force fighting at Drobyshevi, and Drobyshevi has been fighting for 3 days already, so this is not something new. And with the reinforcement reported at Yarova, including a MLRS, which means that Yarova and Sevastopol is definitely under Ukrainian control already. And with this force, they are likely to, you know, capture Novoselivka, Derylove. And the situation here means that the Russian forces here will be redeployed into a different, more defendable line, because there is already a breakthrough towards Stavki here. And further north, similarly, because of this information of the fighting towards Ridkodub and towards Karpivka, which suggests that Lozove and Rubtsi has been captured by the Ukrainian forces, as Ryba's information suggests that the Ukrainian motorized infantry from Rubtsi and Lozove has wedged into the defensive formation in the area of Ridkodub and Karlovka. Karlovka cannot be found here. I think this is the old name of Karpivka. So situation here is currently, you know, the engagement line is currently the front line. It's actually in the middle between Karpivka and Lozove. So they are fighting around here. But this is a big ground. I don't think the Russian forces have enough forces around here, as whatever the mobilization they say, these mobilized troops are not here just yet. The Ukrainians are going to take full advantage of the current weak lines and to continue the push. And just now, as I mentioned, the reconnaissance forces at Korovii Iar. So anyway, this is the quick update from the Lyman Front, and I'm now renaming this entire front as Lyman Front, because it's no longer just Slovians, because the forces that cross over as Oskil has already entered this region. So this is the Lyman Front now. Anyway, this is the Lyman Front quick update, and I'll see you in the next update.